Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 300
300.
of the Riffles Podcast. My name's Joe. Join me today, Christian Salado.
Episode 300.
Graced by the presence of the Monkey Daisies.
We have a chapter. Eric, can you believe we have a chapter?
Crazy.
But Eric,
Getting cooked.
we're getting cooked again. Next week, no chapter.
Hopefully it's over.
I would have said it was over.
He's back in Japan.
Cooking pig.
Nippon.
Eric, of course. The live action.
We've been feasting a week.
I don't know about face on the live action, but the live action did come out, and it sure is a show. Eric, it's a show.
It's not a shit show.
It's not a shit show. It's
good.
okay. Eric, we could spend about 10 hours nitpicking the shit out of this show, and we'll do that next week.
Yes. What are you
Overall,
on? Episode 3?
I'm on episode 3.
I'm on episode...
I'm gonna be honest, did not enjoy episode 3.
I'm on episode... We're going to talk about Kaya,
Kaya, Kuro.
Yeah, 3 and 4 is weak. The material's weak.
I think it's better than manga. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Where it's a banquet. Nami somehow, for some reason, hates the rich. I'm very confused.
I'm sure you'll have a rant about Nami when you
Eric, it's like 15 minutes of Kaya and Nami talking.
I know.
About nothing.
I know. I'm aware. I watched the episodes. I'm on episode 6.
Yeah.
Interesting choices. Bordering on fan service choices.
Eric, Zoro gets jacked off.
Zoro carry.
Stop.
Zoro carry.
Zoro's
Which is understandable because he's probably the cheapest man to do.
They're sword fights.
And they're the coolest thing to do.
But Eric.
Cheap and cool. And raw.
But Eric.
Everyone loves Zoro, Christian.
The Zoro jack off is too much. He's introduced by cutting a man in half.
They nerfed Luffy. They buffed Buggy.
As I am this for episode 3, Buggy's the best part.
Who let Buggy be cut? Who made that choice?
Cut from what?
Zoro stabs him in the legs.
He can't be stabbed. Cannot be sliced, Eric.
When was he stabbed?
He's been stabbed by a knife. He can't be stabbed. Cannot be sliced or diced, Eric. So, Buggy, best part of the show so far. I'm on episode 3. Will Sanji be the best part?
Bright is pretty good.
Bright. Will Zeph be the best part?
Yes.
Alright.
Mihawk. Raw.
We know Mihawk's raw here, Eric. Now, of course, we have to talk about Shanks. It's okay. They didn't fraud Shanks on the boat.
This show ranges from okay to goated.
Where does it goated?
Mihawk. They pull it off tremendously.
Okay. So I have Buggy's pretty good.
Some garb shit, some fan service shit. Nice.
Why is there a garb Kobe subplot?
I don't know.
It's not interesting. And we waste like half an episode playing fucking Chinese checkers.
They did. Look, listen. The East Blue saga is weak. Apart from Barate and Olan Park, I don't know why they made Syrup Village 2 episodes.
But where's Django? Django's like the best part of
No Django.
Syrup Village. Kuro has a pussyfoot technique.
Don't
Classic. Classic. They don't even say the technique there.
They don't really make a distinction between techniques and devil fruits.
Yeah.
Some people confused about like, does he have a devil fruit? Does he not have a devil fruit?
My girlfriend was very confused about Kuro not having a devil fruit.
All in all, decent job.
Decent. Mid out of 10. Right now, my rating after episode 3 is a 5. I don't like episode 3. Episode 1 was kind of mid. Episode 2, good. Buggy.
It all starts to come together around Barate when the crew becomes an actual crew.
Okay, alright. Does Nami smile at some point? I'm gonna take that as a no.
Well, she kind of laughs in episode 4, I think. But you know, she's all locked in her Island Park shit.
Annoying.
There's issues, but decent job at the live action. We appreciate the effort. It was not a shit show. They are using Oda's time. I'm very mad about it. He's taking break after break after break. Christian, we might have been done with Egghead if Oda didn't have to do this shit.
You're not wrong. Narek.
We're talking about the anime?
I want to talk about the live action.
Alright.
Oda had to make them.
We are talking about it next week.
Yeah, I'm just want to say this. Oda made them do reshoots, and he got them to get to mid. Imagine what the show was without reshoots.
Zoro's the best part. To much of Christian's chagrin.
It annoys me because this isn't Zoro. This is like a Zoro fanboy interpretation of Zoro. He's like giving people the finger. He's cutting people in half. He's swearing.
He does some goon shit in the Baratie.
He kills people. Eric, what the fuck was that Carbagy? What the fuck was that
Mr.
Carbagy?
Seven.
No, Carbagy.
The Carbagy. You killed my brother.
You killed my brother. Yeah, that's
in the
right.
Goa Kingdom. So Zoro was around in the Goa Kingdom.
And Zoro doesn't know me. Zoro doesn't know Shanks, Eric. One of the 4 emperors. He doesn't know who he is.
I think that's consistent though, because they learn about Shanks
Cap
and the emperors
Cap
in his lobby.
He's bounty hunter. Eric. He doesn't know the man with a very high bounty. Doesn't know the 4 emperors. Cap.
They kind of learn about the world when Garp tells them about the world though. Apart from Robin and shit.
Yeah, but Eric. One thing I cannot forgive.
Go on.
The characterization of Nami. What are they doing?
Talk about it next week when he.
What are they doing?
The whole thing. Zoro softened. The crew softens up.
Okay.
Especially in Baratie.
Eric's making me promises. Alright? Eric's making me promises. Alright. And like, I don't know, maybe Usopp's weird. He's like, it's not clear if he's lying or not.
It's kind of hard to do in live action.
Yeah, it's...
Because people don't necessarily lie in live action all the time.
It's weird. It's hard to like really understand.
Again, everything's more... Episode 3 and 4 are probably the... Again, it's all Zoro related in episode 4.
Okay.
The flashback. And,
why is that in episode 4?
Because he's in the well? Out of the well and it's, you know...
Oh, the frog in the well, Eric.
That's right.
The frog in the rock. Soon to be flashback.
Speedwagon.
Soon to be flashback.
Right.
Alright.
But anyway, live action, I'm going to say good at the moment, Christian. Okay. Now, I only got 2 episodes left. Alan Park, big moments.
Huge moments.
Huge moments. Let's not fumble it. It can either go to a 5 or a 7.
They can't go to a 7.
It can go to a 7.
Okay. Eric said the Mihawk Park is
Christian, you're in the weakest part.
Okay.
Syrup Village is not good. The source material is not good, and they do the best they can.
I feel like Luffy is the main character of the show, and it annoys me greatly.
They do him learning to be a captain condensed. So he starts to learn in Baratie how to be a captain and what it takes and shit.
Okay. Eric's making big promises about Baratie. Alright? Eric.
Of course, the turning point of the whole series, Baratie.
I'm aware. Eric.
So how could it not be good?
Eric. The anime. Absolute cinema peak.
Luffy's stupid.
It's stupid. Now, of course, the anime goes too far.
Source?
Always source, Eric.
At least the Luffy source exists.
Yeah, he is actually...
Back in Just Roasted, there was only Zoro source.
That's true. God Gear 4 was animated good. But Eric. Yes, Luffy grabbed the lightning bolt. Yes, Luffy swung around the lightning bolt. Alright? But it wasn't as crazy. We're like breaking reality. We're going fucking speed of light shit. We're going fucking crazy.
It's theoretically possible. I don't know.
He's bouncing... when he's bouncing those lightning bolts... And we're like, we break the color spectrum. It's fucking crazy, alright? It's fucking crazy, alright?
I'll take it.
We're doing some shit.
He's about to beat the color spectrum next week. He's gonna punch KIZARU in the mouth.
Alright, when he grabs a beam of light out of the air.
We'll talk about KIZARU.
We'll talk about it
in the chapter.
Now, the One Piece anime, absolute peak cinema. Yes, this is better than Zoro's episode. Why? Because Luffy's doing things Luffy can actually do instead of Zoro becoming a Dragon Ball Z character and being able to fly and jump between rocks.
Has anyone just addressed that Luffy can just fly in Year 5? Or just assumed?
I mean, he's not really flying. He's still like Spider-Man around and shit.
He's literally flying while charging the background gun up. He's just in mid. He's just up in the clouds.
Like, it's balloon physics, alright?
But he's not inflated.
He's like, his head's inflated!
Not while he's holding on to Kaido.
There he is. He's like a kite. He's like, he's floating around.
He flies. You get 5.
Okay. Well, whatever, Eric. At least this episode, it's shit Luffy can do, not Zoro.
Luffy just contact damage, you get 5.
Kind of damage, Eric. Kaido says it.
Irrelevant damage.
It's kind of irrelevant damage. Still nerfed by Haki. So Eric, he becomes a normal man with cunning attacks, not its super effective 10 times damage.
Right.
Right? That's what Zoro fans get wrong. Right?
Also, the live action punches shouldn't be doing anything to
I know,
Luffy.
I don't want to bring that up.
But,
The extreme nerf damage, Eric. They do something. Extreme nerf. Right?
I knew Christian would hate the live action when Zoro picked up the safe instead of Luffy.
Exactly.
That's what I knew Christian was going to be irate.
I'm alright. Alright? They're sucking Zoro off too much. Alright? Derek. Let's get into this chapter.
What are people saying, Christian?
Let's talk about live action, talk about all types of things. Alright, this chapter. 1091. Sentomaru. We start the chapter with a nice colour page in pizza.
Was good.
No Robin. People upset, Eric.
Okay. Jinbei's there, though.
That's true. Battle scenes at sea. We see sea beasts attacking ships. We see all types of action. We see Grimace use Steam Knuckle, Eric. He's got a robot arm.
No big body.
He's got a big body, Eric.
But he's not a fat man.
Yes, he is.
He's more of a square man. He's not like Lucky Roo.
He would be Lucky Roo if he didn't have that fucking stupid neck. He's literally Grimace.
Okay.
Grimace that uses Steam Knuckle.
Steam Knuckle,
punches
Zeph
one of them.
back.
Sure.
Zeph arm.
Zeph arm. Alright. Dole kicks the pacifista. And certain subsets of the community loves to see it. Right?
Mach 3 is so decent. Decent from
Yeah,
the
but it's
vice
not
angles.
dead. It's not, his head blew off.
Yeah, but like, you know.
Eric,
These are vice
how
admirals.
how low is the bar for the vice admirals?
I don't know about pacifistas. That's what I'm talking about, vice admirals.
Okay.
It's poor.
It's a poor performance. But the vice admirals, there's no expectations for the vice admirals. Usopp, Nami, Brook are freaking out. KIZARU is here, reminded of the past, Eric. The GOAT. Saboti Archipelago. Like we forget. KIZARU is here.
That's right.
So, Eric, what people forget is that KIZARU is the real menace to the Straw Hats, not Alkainu. People drum up
They
this.
haven't even really seen Akainu.
Luffy's only interacted with Alkainu when.
I guess Akiji would be that kind of guy as well. He did
Kinda.
fold the Straw Hats.
Yeah, but it was kind of a meme-ridge. He fold,
But they haven't seen Akainu.
Alkainu is really only kills Ace for Luffy. KIZARU is memeing the shit out of Luffy and Marineford, just kicking him around. You're not ready.
What are you doing?
You're too weak. What are you doing here? You're a joke. So KIZARU
Speed his weight.
Speed his weight. KIZARU is an absolute menace, and people forget that. People just have their eyes focused on Alkainu as a Luffy rival.
But
KIZARU, absolute menace. Separate the crew.
the last real admiral left.
That's correct. The only admiral. Alright? Memeing Luffy and Marineford. Now, that's Luffy's turn. And we'll get to that. But Eric, we go to KIZARU versus Sentomaru. I mean, this is KIZARU low diff Sentomaru. We all assumed that.
He puts up a fight.
Eric, some people were going fucking crazy because of the Zoro agenda. Sentomaru's admiral level.
Let me ask you this question:
Yeah.
Do we have to revise our take on Sentomaru? We
No.
he does have an axe attack, and he's not that slow.
What was the revisions? What the revisions?
Well, we had no idea about any offensive capability whatsoever about Sentomaru. We have a little bit more of an offensive take. Was it like Sentomaru versus like Hakuba?
Yeah. Sentomaru. We agreed. Now, Eric, we all knew this would be a low diff. The Zoro fans out there are claiming all kinds of nonsense.
Of course, you have to gas it tomorrow because Lucci's involved now.
Because Lucci attacked Sentamaru, and Sentamaru blocked Kizaru, so we're doing stupid fucking power scaling math.
Right.
Of course, the Zoro fans leading this.
In the mud.
They're in the mud. This, Eric, do you want to take a side note and just say the absolute agenda fraudulence from the leaks this week is on the level. Absolute agenda fraudulence.
Luffy's scared. Zoro's very serious.
Eric, the leak is getting out of control.
It was a Sentamaru chapter, make no mistake. The last 2 chapters involved Luffy and Zoro.
Last 2 pages.
Like, last 2 pages.
But like, people saying Zoro's sweating Lucci, people saying all types of crazy shit.
Right.
The leakers are going crazy, Eric. And then they need to be brought in to face justice.
They figure it out.
Alright. Kizaru kicks him down, uses Yosorokani's sacred jewel, Eric. It's too long in Japanese.
Right.
Alright. Does he spammy rain attack?
Sentamaru runs.
Never hits anyone. This is Kizaru's.
Hasn't hit a soul.
This is Kizaru's never hits anyone.
This is Kizaru's borrowed breath.
Yeah, it just doesn't fucking do anything. There you go. Sentamaru grabs his axe and swings it at Kizaru. Kizaru pre-breaks and dodges it. Now, I don't know why people have forgotten about the pre-break technique. We see it in Marineford.
We see it with Katakuri.
We see it with Katakuri. How do people forget the pre-break technique?
They'll be confused, because Logies haven't been in the story a long time.
We know that you can separate yourself to dodge attacks. We see it in Marineford. Kuzan turns his body into ice and makes a hole out of him so he can't get hit. Alkainu pre-breaks his lava so he can't get hit. We've seen this multiple times. Katakuri.
The prime example.
Prime example. Pre-break. Alright? How do we not understand this?
Luffy should be able to do it in Year 5.
Well, I don't know if he can separate his body.
Paper Art should be able to do it also.
Separate your body. Not move your body out of the way.
Manipulate, sure.
So, pre-break technique. How do we forget about this one? It's very confusing. But we see Kizaru actually use it.
Right.
There was, back in the day, Eric, we're talking ancient history, people saying Kizaru can't do the pre-break technique, he's on a liquid Logia, blah blah blah.
Irrelevant.
You know.
If he can put himself together, they can break himself apart. Come on.
Yeah. So Kizaru got the pre-break technique as we thought he would. Alright. Dodges the axe attack. We get a little flashback with Kizaru and Sentamaru and Vegapunk, Eric. Vegapunk gave Sentamaru a bodyguard job. He got kicked out of his village. He beat up some bears. And he's like, hey, you look strong. You can be my bodyguard. He's going to buy their own.
A lot of kids beating up bears in
That's
One
true.
Piece.
Big Mom? Sentamaru? Sentamaru wants to learn how to protect Vegapunk. So he asks Kizaru to teach him. So Kizaru is the inventor / master of the Ryo.
Defensive techniques.
Ryo. We know from Wano, Luffy called out Sentamaru for having Ryo.
Right.
There's a panel of it. It's in Udon.
And of course, Kizaru in this
Where
chapter
the
says,
fuck?
don't underestimate my defenses.
Eric,
Also.
where the fuck did he learn Ryo?
Who?
Kizaru.
Well, he's fucking around until he was like 26 to join
Well,
the
he
group.
was like, he just went to Wano and found Hyogoro and teach them Ryo.
Well, God knows it, you know.
What does Garp know Ryo? He knows that ACOG, Eric. But does he know that Ryo? It's a similar technique.
Probably.
Alright, well, we know that if Kizaru gets Ryo in this arc, we know the other animals have it because they use that fucking technique.
You'd assume that the Navy knows Ryo just because of the Navy, the world government.
Haki, Eric. Haki makes you rank up in the Navy.
Right.
You need Haki and a Master Haki to move up into Vice Admiral, which is, kind of a joke, but,
Memes.
It's memes. But Kizaru got that Ryo. Kizaru got impressive Haki. You would expect Kizaru to have the best observation out of the animals. Because he's a light man.
Right.
He's supposed to be about speed. You would assume so.
But he's not resting on that, Christian. He also has high defense. Smart man. I have light speed attacks, Christian. As we know, speed is weight. So he doesn't necessarily have to improve his offensive capabilities.
No.
But he must improve his defensives. Just in
Sure.
case he gets hit.
These are admirals, these are strong characters, they have to have all abilities.
See, the Admiral's physical capabilities are put into question. We don't really necessarily know. They just shoot beams and shit.
We saw it with Kuzan.
Kuzan, a physical strength man. Kizaru, defensive.
Defensive man. So, we're getting to learn more about the admirals.
Right.
We're getting to understand. Eric, once you're top 10, you can't have
Bum shit.
a weak point.
Yeah.
You can't have
a glaring weakness.
You can't have a glaring, like, complete Achilles heel weakness.
Right.
Like Cracker.
Some bum shit.
You can't have some bum shit. Alright? So, of course, Kizaru's got that haki. He's got that Logia. He's got the weapons, Eric. To get the job done. That's what Kizaru's about. Kizaru's all about business. Alright? He's got business to do, and he's gonna get it done. So, Sentomaru gets sent flying after he strikes Kizaru in the face. I'm gonna assume no damage. Doesn't look like he did anything. He says his defense is also great.
Right.
So, I'm gonna assume he blocked it with some sort of Ryo barrier. And he sends Sentomaru packing into the ground with an explosion. Sentomaru knocked out, done.
Cooked.
Cooked. Kizaru gets the
Chip.
authority chip, orders the pacifista to shoot on the sea beasts. That's that part of the chapter, Eric.
Right.
Sentomaru down. The punks are still trying to hack and get this dome down, Eric. And I told you, this is the time limit. As soon as the hacking is complete, we might just run off the island.
Right.
Alright? Kizaru senses the straw hats and feels nostalgic, Eric. You can imagine, Eric. Kizaru must keep the power plant, punk records, and York safe. He wishes he could add old friends to that list, Eric. But Eric, his main mission is to assassinate Vegapunk. Alright, he must die. Lucci suddenly attacks Vegapunk and says he takes the hit. Lucci back on the case, Eric.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought Lucci is an assassin biding his time for the moment to strike?
Zoro calls him a piece of shit.
As we said he would.
Harvesting in the mud.
Harvesting, why would you underestimate Rob Gucci?
Deep in the mud.
Sure, he can't take Monkey Daisies, and we don't expect him to, Eric. But he's still a crafty individual.
Right.
He's still a sneaky individual. He's still an assassin. Alright? Zoro attacks, but Lucci blocks with his leg. Now, Eric, this is a prime example of a character having haki with clothes on.
Right.
So, we're going to take this panel as a prime example and be like, hey, Sanji, you want to use haki at any point?
I think the Ifrit Janbei doesn't make this... Like, Sanji's upgrades make haki null and void for the armor.
But Eric, will he ever put haki on his leg?
No, but he says he has it, so it doesn't really matter.
But Lucci gets to do it. I don't understand why Sanji doesn't get to do it.
Sanji just uses a gun.
Sanji just uses that bubble gun, puts Kaku in the
Busted
bubble.
weapon.
It's a broken weapon.
Frankie.
Now, to be fair, as you know, Kaku heavily injured, lying on the floor.
Also Delphi user.
Also Delphi user, so he wasn't really active.
Right.
And of course, Lucci left him out of the loop because he's dead weight. He's done. What happened in the
But
night?
as we saw, those bubbles are very powerful.
Powerful weapon.
Frankie needs some shit.
Frankie gets these. Might be talking. Kicking Sanji out of that top 3, Eric.
Bubble fist? Interesting.
Bubble barrier. So Lucci gets taken outside by Zoro. Will this fight continue?
Yes.
Will Zoro get the easy W?
No.
Is Oda literally doing this fight just to show the differences between Zoro and Luffy?
I think Oda needs to answer some questions about Luffy and Zoro's powers. He needs to establish what they are, where they're at. Lots of caveats on Luffy and Zoro and Wano.
Okay.
Lots of question marks. He also wants to do some cool shit.
Alright. Eric, Kizaru, he sees the Sunny. He's like, I wonder where that ship went. But Eric,
Luffy.
Monkey Daisies, kick.
Teleports.
He's like, fuck you.
No one's bringing up Luffy's speed.
Speed blitzes Kizaru.
Right.
Kizaru, for the first time.
Blocks.
No, Eric, for the first time, legitimately upset.
Right.
You see those demon eyes? Eric, are we ready for demon time Kizaru?
Hey, man.
Are we ready for upset Kizaru because he got outshot, Eric. He's the speed man.
Hey, Luffy's 100 times stronger than he was.
And Luffy gives us a line, I'm 100 times stronger.
Cock or no cock?
There's a lot of haki going on, Eric. Cock, we'll say cock. Now, of course, you can block it. We're not got this stupid power scaling bullshit. Of course, you can block cock. Let's not do some dumb shit.
Right.
Kizaru blocks it, fine. He's got the defense.
He's a strong man.
He's got the haki. He's got Rio. Sure, he can block it.
Top 10 dudes. There's not goons. There's not Rob Lucci.
No. Kizaru blocks it. We assume Kizaru has crazy future sight as part of his kit. We just assume that.
Right.
Alright. Eric.
I can't wait for this fight. Give me this fight. Give me the SmackDown.
We'll go to the top of the show, Eric. Our fight predictions. Because I already got some wild takes about this fight.
Do I? Alright.
What you want to see, what you don't want to see. So, what do you think about this chapter?
So what are the other Straws doing?
Sanji, is it Sanji Zoro packing up Luch?
Well, they're just gonna watch Luffy?
Well, you know,
The
no,
Marines
Jinbei's,
eventually
where the
come
fuck
back
is
in.
Jinbei?
I don't know. Around.
Yeah.
What do you think the Vice Admirals come in?
Well, the dome goes down and
What role does, like, Saturn have to play and all
Saturn's
this?
got no role. I don't want to
Is
hear
he
about
like
Saturn.
gonna order Seraphim to do something?
Saturn is an old man who's going to do nothing. I don't want to hear about Saturn.
Yeah, but he has the authority chip, so there's something going on.
Eric,
He's
why?
not gonna sit in the
Yes,
boat
he
the whole
will.
time, just to watch.
Yes, he will, because he's not doing fucking shit. Alright? What happened to all the people saying that Luffy sends Garcia?
Disappeared.
Eric, of course that was retardation, and we knew that. We knew that.
They introduced transmission out of there. They don't exist anymore.
We never said that, Eric.
They just slip away into
That
the
never
night.
happened.
Right, they just slip away into the night.
Eric, Gorosei are not strong, and I'm doubly down on this.
Okay.
Because they were going down.
Now, there's a high possibility that this is a taste, but that doesn't really make sense with the narrator's comments. I think Kizaru's going down. I think Rob Lucci's going down. I think the Navy take a huge L
Absolute defeat.
by the hands of Monkey D.
That's right. Now, Eric, what do you rate this chapter?
Just, crucial. I love a callback.
Everyone loves a
I love
callback.
a
Everyone
call-
loves a
Luffy
callback.
remembers Kizaru. There's no meme
There's no,
shit.
Eric, there's no cute name. He's calling him out. He wants to smoke. Monkey D's
He
wants the
remembers.
smoke.
He remembers.
He wants the rematch. He's like,
And for that, we're going to give it a 9 out of 10.
I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10, Eric.
There's a lot
Eric,
of bullshit.
you give me a Kizaru light kick.
Okay.
Hype as fuck. I love those panels.
Did you give me that callback?
Eric, have you ever been kicked to the speed of light? Of course, we remember. Everyone remembers.
Right.
Kizaru has the best admiral.
Menace.
Kizaru definitely has the best admiral introduction,
Right.
where he packs up all the Supernova and the Shirai crew.
That's our turn.
That was Luffy's turn, Eric.
Right.
He's gonna get his revenge. He's gonna get that win.
How many chapters are we talking here? Till
We'll get
Kizaru's
to the
defeated.
top of the show, Eric.
Okay,
Because
okay.
there's a lot of questions to be answered.
Next
Last.
week, let's get the SmackDown.
Next chapter, Eric. Not next week.
Next chapter.
Alright. Next chapter, we might get the SmackDown. But Eric, no Oda, we might get a half-chapter hacking sequence with Vegapunk.
Or like Doll doing some shit.
Yeah.
Or Smoker turning up or something.
Smoker. Maybe Sanji versus Smoke. There you go. Sanji versus Smoker.
He's gonna have to come out of a fucking hyperbolic time chamber in the fucking labosphere, roided out,
That's true.
to have a chance against Sanji. But it's a possibility.
Hey man, Smoker should be around, alright? If Dole came from the base, where's Smoker? Alright? Tashiki went with the Blackbeard situation. Where's Smoker?
Right.
Alright. Okay, that's a chapter. So that's a chapter. Go. Side note, art clean as fuck. The eyesight. The Oda laser eyes.
Okay, the Oda eyes are coming into
The
play.
Oda eyes are finally coming into play. Chapter's looking better. Art's looking clean, Eric. He's using a thinner pen. Because the man can see.
Crazy.
Alright. Moving on. There's Shorty Shanks. How strong is Shanks? Every week we come to you with the question of how strong is Shanks. And every week we answer. Shanks is strong as Shanks is Go King. But Eric, There are still people out there after 301 sermons that don't understand this point. We keep on saying it, and every time we are proven correct.
Shanks found in the new opening, chilling with Benny.
Of course. There are people out there.
We wait patiently for him to fold the grand ball.
There are people out there who say Carter's the strongest. The man currently getting packed up
He's trying.
by Monkey D's breaking the color spectrum. We got people out there who still... I don't know why, Eric. Why do people think Arcane is the strongest? Are the stocks lowering?
There's a lot, yes, and there's a lot. Sorry.
Are people quietly and sneakily selling their stocks?
I think the
in
Luffy
Arcane?
stocks are sky high because it's anime.
That's true.
That's
True.
People saying top 3.
We're gonna relax on that.
Busted man.
Of course, as we know, the anime not canon. It's hype as fuck. But Luffy didn't do anything.
Good shit. It piques the imagination.
It does.
As to what is possible.
That bar's run gun. Let me just talk about that.
Put
for a
into
second.
context.
Let me just tell you that. It's ridiculous. Now, I don't want to hear about fucking Zoro. I don't want to hear about no one. That bar's run gun
Folding.
can be getting packed. Alright, but anyway. The people out there who think Blackbeard's the strongest. I don't think it's easy taking a bar's run gun, Eric.
No one is.
Quake Fist. What's that do to a bar's run gun?
Nothing.
Nothing. There are people out there who say Beehawk's the strongest. And you know, they might be correct in the live action. Right? Matt Owens, Mihawk fraud. Alright? We know this man. He wrote the show. He's a showrunner. Of course he sources up. Mihawk. Because he knows he can't get that in the canon, Eric. He knows he'll never get in the canon, so he sneaks it into the live action. We know his game. We understand. Actually, we understand the Zoro mentality.
I saw him on Hazan's stream, Christian, saying, Shanks is cool, but I want to see him do something.
Hello?
People still saying that, by the way, like, kid didn't happen.
Like, Grable didn't happen, Eric. Is this man anime only? Would that explain?
No, he's not.
Would that explain?
He knows what happens
But
post one. It's not anime.
But why would he? But would that explain why Bunky goes after One Piece in live action? Would that explain why?
Well, this is written a lot. Like 4
You know what I
years ago,
mean?
so, you know.
You know what I mean?
It's a bit unfair.
You know what I mean, Eric?
Sure.
Mihawk frauds coming into the live action just to source Mihawk. We understand your game. We see your game. There are people out there who are the worst. They think I'm the strongest. And that's the Kagura PTSD, Eric.
Sure.
But Eric, Shanks is strong, Shanks is the God King. And this week's evidence is Section is strong. His Kiku KIZARU will send him all the way to Wano and smack right into the fraud that is Green Bull. Shanks is the God King. Moving on.
As we know, Shanks destroyed Kizaru in Film Red.
Top of the show. 5 predictions.
At this stage again,
5 predictions. First thing I have to ask you, Eric, will this be a conclusive fight? Kizaru, White Eyes, knocked out, defeated.
yes.
How many chapters?
It's hard to say because the plot still has to happen and shit.
No, Eric, the narrator says, this day, the world will be shook. This day, Eric. So it has to be this day. We are in the morning, so
It's not going to be a Kaido situation.
it's going to be a Kaido situation.
Kizaru doesn't have the stamina of Kaido.
Okay, we understand that.
If it's a straight fight with Luffy and just Kizaru, 5 chapters.
5 chapters.
But there's going to be Zoro shit in there, there's going to be some plot shit.
Do you think it's going to be 5 chapters of Luffy versus Kizaru?
About that.
Let me ask you a few more questions, Eric. Will Gear 4 be used?
Yes.
Will Snake Band be used?
Yes. Both forms will be used.
Will a new Gear 4 form be
No.
used? Will Gear 5 be used?
Yes.
Will Gear 5 be spammed?
He won't go in and out.
Okay. I want to see Gear 5 because I want to see the Looney Tunes crazy shit where he's grabbing light.
He will have new finishing move.
Of course.
Will rattle the internet.
That will destroy. Will it be, Eric? It has to be a speed-based move. Gum Gum. Dawn. Speed of light. Or some
FTL.
Gum Gum fast
Luffy's
light.
gonna do some dumb shit with some laser beams. We'll see it.
He's gonna bounce off the light laser beams. It's gonna be insane. Insanity, Eric. Alright? The finishing move on KIZARU. It has to be speed based. We want it to be speed based. Because Bowser Gun was power based, Eric. Let's see what Monkey D. What if the finishing move Luffy says speed is weight?
What if
Monkey D's is finishes on KIZARU?
What if it's a Gear 5 sledgehammer?
Eric, I know you love Sledgehammer, but I know you love that move. But how does that defeat KIZARU?
Hell.
If Luffy says speed is weight and defeats KIZARU.
Now, does Luffy learn anything from this fight? Is there a new haki technique to be found? Is there a refinement to be found?
I think you could say KIZARU has better Ryo than Luffy. I think that's fair. Because it seems to me like KIZARU is the Ryo master or some bullshit.
Right.
Alright? So that might be it. Also speed. I know Luffy has Future Sight, but does he have that Shanks Future Sight?
Is he FTL?
Is he FTL?
Like Shanks.
Now, I want to see the wacky Gear 5 shit. That's what I want. Mostly I want to see. Alright? Now, Eric, let me ask you this question. Alright? Let me ask you this question. Will this be the fight we see Logia awakening?
Yes.
Or are we saving that for Big Daddy Alkainu?
Nah, we're seeing it here.
Otis
throwing out awakenings like it ain't anything.
Alright.
And we're a top 10 character.
What is the difficulty? High diff. It has to be high diff.
High.
It has to be high diff, Eric. If not extreme diff.
High diff.
This is a top 10 character. I know you're high on Luffy.
I don't want to hear extreme.
Eric, I know you're here on Luffy.
High diff. High diff, no interference.
Does Luffy get seriously injured?
Nah.
No, seriously injured.
What do you mean by seriously injured? Like, he's out a week or what?
He gets stabbed like he got stabbed like Katakuri.
I mean, he'll take damage.
Katakuri level stab.
Is KIZARU doing stab damage?
He's got sword. He's got a sword. He's got lasers. You know. Comments. Eric, will we come to terms and understand the limitations of Gear 5 during this fight?
No.
Will we understand the drawback this fight?
No.
Does anyone understand the drawback?
No.
No. Will Oda make the drawback clear?
No. Also, Haki will be very annoying in this fight.
Why?
It's already started off very annoying.
Why?
Gear 5, implied always cock usage, no black cock coding, sparks
Ryo.
disappearing. Is it Ryo? Is it cock? Oda gonna fuck around.
Kizaru's gonna do his direct block.
Does KIZARU have cock? Does he not?
He doesn't have cock. He's a
Will
Ryo.
he even pull out black?
Eric.
I'm not convinced he'll even pull out hardening.
Eric, he is a Ryo master. So he'll just do the Ryo palms and shit. An Admiral in full action, actual fights, not just shooting beams and doing beam attacks.
We hope it's not interrupted and maimed.
Alright. Will it end in an incapacitation by some Vegapunk nonsense? Like, it's clear Luffy's winning the fight, but will it be interrupted? And finished via incapacitation, somehow trapping KIZARU in some sort of light box?
I hope not.
Alright?
I feel like there has to be a result because of the narrator. If there was no narrator hyping it up, then I think we'd escape.
Okay.
Because it's heading in that direction, but...
Of course, Eric, Blackbeard pirate interruption. Will that happen?
I think it's got to do... I'm still convinced, like, the big event is that... like... Punk Records leaks to the world. That fucks everything up.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Maybe. Alright, moving on. Thunderdome.
Of course, this is Zoro, but we're talking about KIZARU. Good enough, guys.
Derek, this is indeed the last Thunderdome. Episode 300. I think it's time to retire this segment. We've done it for a long time. It is time to retire this segment. We'll come up with a new segment. Are we shutting down the Patreon? We might as well. There's 2 people using it.
We might revamp it. Who knows?
Who knows? We'll come up with something. The Thunderdome ends this week, episode 300, and we have a special one, a special request from Dart. And for context, everyone knows Dart's a Robin fan, but he chose a bad matchup for Robin, Eric. He chose Robin versus Hancock, but they're oiled up. Now that nerves Robin. I don't know why you would do that. Robin's a grappler. Why would you make Boa oiled up? This doesn't make sense, Dart. You didn't think this
one... Are they even in the same tier?
No. He did not think this one through.
Maybe he just wants a picture in his mind.
He wants a picture. I know he wants a picture in his mind, Eric. But he did not think this one through at all.
He didn't help himself.
He didn't help himself in this situation. Now...
We're going to say Boa.
It's obviously Boa. Because... 1, Robin's a grappler. And 2, Robin doesn't have the sauce to beat Boa. As we know, Eric. 1.6 billion.
Right.
Folded by Blackbeard, but that's, it's an emperor.
He got that force grip.
He got that 1-2 combo,
right,
that we know of. Alright. So Robert doesn't have what it takes to go up against Boa Hancock. When we see her actually in action, it's gonna be stupid. We're gonna see ACOG, we're gonna see fucking crazy Rio shit. She had fucking Rio in the pre-time skip. She has Conquerors.
Now, by Crucial's logic, Crocodile's stronger than Boa.
Hey, Eric. All I'm saying is the Black Sand.
That's not hockey.
That's all I'm saying is the Black Sand. Now, Crocodile got stronger than what Lucci got. Would you say that?
I think Croc and Luch...
Is Croc better than Luch or on the same level as Luch?
Maybe on the same level.
Same level. Eric, of course you have to go Boa here. Robin, you don't have a chance regardless, but oiled up you have less of a chance.
Yes.
Move it on.
The oil hurts her.
Very much. Very stupid question. Moving on to questions.
What do we got? Question on the paper.
From Dart. Thoughts on Oda approving on showing Helmeppo's butt cheeks? That meme of Zoro walking into that room with that naked man is going to be used forever. Of course, they're going to put the Pornhub logo in front of it.
Various memes.
Parodies. Well, we're going to see it. Alright? We're definitely going to see it. His second question. Why is One Piece the only series where the author could tell the audience something and they still won't listen? That's every series. Kishimoto said ninjas can't react to bullets. But here we are with Naruto being FTL.
Right.
So...
When did he say that?
He said that in like a data book.
Is that like the end of the story or the start?
End of the story, Eric.
Oh. I might have to dig that quote up. That's
interesting.
Right.
Yeah, but no one listens to the author.
White
and Eric, should you listen to the author?
No.
The author should take the time to pass the story.
Out of canon.
Sure.
In canon, you should listen to the author.
If there is a author box saying...
If it's explicit.
No.
Such as Kato saying, Haki is supreme. No, it's not his opinion.
Well, it is. Well, in canon, in story, it is his opinion, but, it's technically his opinion. But Roger, he brings up a point. It's Roger. Alright? Now, Eric. From also Matt. The voices are starting to take form. What do I do? Well, you can help, Eric. You seek medical attention.
Take some pills.
You get it sorted. Alright? From Bindle. What is a harder take? Well, Morge saying the live action is better than the first 100 chapters of One Piece, or Sen saying the live actions have always been good to downplay One Piece. The Sen absolute cope this week is out of control.
The issue, Sen misses the point.
Yeah.
The issue is the Western adaptations of the issue.
I mean, there's 2 good Japanese ones. Let's not go crazy, Eric.
Right.
There's like people hype up the Gintama and Kenshin one.
And Tokyo Ghoul, apparently.
Oh, okay, whatever. Alright. But Eric. The Morge. Eric, what do you. Morge. I don't know how you can say that. It's not better than the first 100 chapters of One Piece. I don't think he said that. I think we're interpreting a tweet here. I don't think he actually said that. He said he liked some elements. He said he didn't like some elements. But, there you go. So, yeah. From Hellbound. End of Egghead Theory. Straw Hats find Law and Beppo swimming from Winter Island and pick him up and Kid and Killer on the way to Elbaf. What? And Kid and Killer are in a jail in Elbaf and they free them together. Both losers join the Grand Fleet. Thoughts? If Kid joins the Grand Fleet, Gio might.
I'm here for it.
Gio might kill himself.
I'm looking forward to it.
Gio might kill himself if that happens.
Ultimate devastation. Join the Monkey Dazers.
Join the fleet. If Kid joins the fleet,
as what, the 14th captain?
It might be over. It's definitely already over.
You'll love to see it.
Alright. From Chris D. The Kaido versus Luffy sequence was phenomenal. Absolute masterpiece. Eric, I don't want to see no Boruto.
Or
Momoshiki
Kakashi versus Obito, even though it's fucking mid.
Eric, or Naruto versus White Man.
Right.
From the moon. No one cares. This is better than everything that I've seen. Right? This is better than fucking Broly movie.
Yes.
Right? This is a movie level action.
You won't see this anywhere else.
No. Eric, this has better action than Film Red. In terms of animation. Alright?
You know why it's next level?
Why?
Because this doesn't exist.
That's true.
This requires the theoretical mind. The abstract mind.
That's right. Direction, art, interpretation. Alright? Luffy vs. Kaido has been the best anime fight of all time. Do you think the standard is too high for Luffy's future fights? Will any of them possibly surpass this fight?
I don't think will any of the other fights last this long? Will this be Luffy's longest fight? Because his fight is long.
Probably. Eric, the Supercut will be over 2 hours.
Do you think the Blackbeard fight lasts this long? How long did the Onigashima rooftop last? 50 chapters?
It was like 55 chapters.
Long fight. I don't think it's gonna happen again.
Eric, the Kaido versus everyone master cut will be like 3 hours long.
From episode 115 to 177.
Eric, we're talking about the samurai. We're talking about Kinemon.
We can cut out some bullshit that doesn't look good.
Okay, we can make some edits. Alright? But yeah. From Jay. I love that Luffy started in base instead of Gear 5. Really gives a sense that the fight is gonna last a while. Also, Zoro is about to give Lucci a real bad time. I hope he either dies or just gets incapacitated the whole series after the Zoro fight. Relax, Zoro isn't killing anyone.
Is he gonna give Lucci a scar?
Is he gonna give Lucci the finger and tell him to fuck off? Fuck off. Alright. From Vent. The chapter. Not exactly a chapter related question, but since KIZARU was involved, how would you rank the 5 admirals Devil Fruits, strength wise, utility wise, etc.? KIZARU has the best one. It's light. Well,
theoretically, light, gravity.
Theoretically, light's the best one.
Maybe gravity's the best one, theoretically. Because gravity bends light, as you all know.
I'm aware. But Eric, we're talking about maybe time travel with light.
Sure.
We're talking about insanity, Eric.
Light, gravity.
Yeah, but it's not like black hole gravity. It's nonsense gravitational waves.
Manga.
Yeah.
What do you want to say? Light?
It's light. It's Kizaru. Kizaru has the
Yeah,
theoretical best
order
form.
them. Light?
Light, gravity, magma, ice, whatever.
Plant. Grimble's a bum. See him try to hype him up in the opening.
I saw it.
Man's a bum.
The live action. What is your favorite and worst episode? The worst episode is episode 3. The best one I've seen is 2. Thoughts? Episode 3 is not good.
5, 3.
Yeah, 3 is not a good episode.
3 is probably the worst episode.
Anime, not gonna lie. That was definitely the best Luffy vs. Kaido sequence in terms of action animation, and personally best sequence in Wano for me. I think it's better than the Zoro fight. Is it better than 10-15?
10-15 is the best episode.
What about in terms of action?
Action, this one.
This one. Because all it really got is Red Rock.
Red Rock.
That's a great moment, Eric. But it's not this.
Luffy walking is more effort than this cushion.
Okay. For Chris D, have you misread your tweet, but I will die on that hill that 10-15 is the greatest anime episode of not just One Piece, but of any anime ever. I will never get tired of watching it. It hits all the right feels and has the best.
When Luffy's
I'm
walking
gonna
up
be king of the pirates.
when Luffy's walking up them stairs, and you got the soundtrack, and then Odin's like, in 20 years, the man will come, and then Luffy busts open the door. Peak, unsurpassed.
It's great.
You actually kind of feel something for Wano,
Pirate
which is a
King.
miracle.
It's a miracle, Eric. It's crazy.
That's what good direction can do.
That's right. Alright. From Christy. Once again, no Robin on the color page. No Robin on the Straw Hat spread last chapter, and now she's excluded on this. It's so hard to believe being a Robin fan sometimes.
She has the best.
Eric, it's Nami season.
It is not me season.
No one's talking about Robin anymore.
But
it was Robin for at least 15 years.
Right.
But now Nami's here.
I feel like everyone's switched up. I feel like the narrative was that Robin was the best girl. But now everyone's
Switched up. Let's switch up. Alright. From Lucatino. How could I be hyped around my friends about One Piece having a good chapter, decent live action, and amazing anime episode this week? Context: my friend is a big Hunter x Hunter, JoJo's an Attack on Titan and JJK stan, but loves to give OP a hard time for dumb reasons, like saying the anime doesn't have good animation, plot holes, and etc. What are the plot holes?
Well, the anime probably has plot holes.
Okay. From Michael J. Why do people think that they can predict...
Tell that
the
guy to
first
stop
One Piece?
going through his edgy phase and read One Piece.
That's right. Let's read the peak, alright? Why do people think that they can predict entire fights from one panel? Because they can. Because if you know how to power scale, you can.
Right.
Alright? From Christy, how's the JoJo
But
bro?
no one knows how to power scale except us. That's the issue.
That's true. How's the Steel Ball run going through, Eric?
People aren't reminding me. So
Eric,
it's
people
not
gotta
relevant.
Christy, you gotta remind Eric every day. Alright? From AD Moon. If you have watched it and are disgusted and care to comment, what do you think they will do with the One Piece live action season 2? Season 2, obviously Alabasta.
Well, we have to do Lockdown.
No Lockdown? No Lockdown. Alright, well...
Smoker's involved.
But if they put
The end credit is Smoker.
But don't they put their foot in the barrel?
Yeah, they don't never go to Lockdown.
But they do that at the Reverse Mountain, Eric.
They never go to Lockdown.
What? They go straight to where?
Yeah, they finish.
leave
They
Arlong.
finish Arlong Park with the map to the Grand Line, and they got their foot in the barrel.
Okay, one episode is Logtown and...
I guess I don't know. I don't know if you see Reverse Mountain, they might stop off at Logtown and then go over the mountain.
One episode, Eric. Logtown, Reverse Mountain. One episode.
Or they might do like Laboon, then Logtown over the Grand Line.
Whatever.
But it doesn't make sense. I don't know.
One episode
I
Logtown.
still have to watch the last episode. I'll see where they're at.
I reckon one episode Logtown, one episode Reverse Mountain Crocus, one episode... I think we're skipping...
We'll do Whiskey Peak.
I think we're skipping Whiskey Peak.
I
know it's Zorosaurus.
But it's the intro to the Baroque Works. We're gonna do the.
Well,
we're gonna do all of Alabasta.
We got Vivi, Eric. Vivi turns up at the Reverse Mountain.
Laboon, yeah.
So we can skip that. We could go straight to Drum Island, do that for 2 episodes, and then the rest is Alabasta.
Little Garden.
Oh, Little Garden.
One episode.
We need
Little
giants.
Garden.
We need giants. It's a prince.
Combine Whiskey Peak and Little Garden together
You can do that.
somehow.
We could do that. There's like a Baroque Works.
I don't know if Laboon requires an episode.
But there's Crocus, there's Vivi.
We don't have to do the goon shit in the Laboon.
No, we don't.
We just have to meet Laboon
and Crocus, and he tells us how to get to One Piece.
We don't need to go inside and do the house.
Alright. Reverse Mountain and Laboon and Whiskey Peak in one episode.
Right. Then Little Garden.
Yeah.
Drum Island. Alabasta.
The rest. So hopefully it gets a 10 episode. It gets more episodes for the second season.
Alabasta can be what, 2-3 episodes?
Eric, what do you think about the comments of that random woman being Crocodile?
Possible.
Have they bought the internet source and the internet memes that Crocodile's a woman?
They'll never answer it. They might just change Crocodile to be a woman in the live action.
That's alright. That's fine. Whatever. But is it because of the internet memes?
Probably.
Yeah.
But no one's knows.
He knows the memes. Alright.
And there's not a lot of female representation in the Warlords as it is, so they might change Crocodile to be female.
Luffy punching a female on screen. Faux pas.
Punch Alvida.
Faux pas, Eric.
Punch Alvida.
I'm away, punch Alvida.
Yeah, but what? Alvida doesn't count? Here we go. I'm gonna punch Vivi.
Yeah, I know. He's gonna punch a lot of people, Eric. We'll see how it goes. From Harvested Berry. Why are people overgassing the live action? People are gonna do it, alright? It's hard, it's watchable, therefore people are gonna say it's
I think people are just shocked that it's like not bad.
Yeah.
It's good, it's fine.
Harvested Berry says it's about 5 for him for what he's seen. That's generous for Harvested.
I was giving it a 5 is interesting.
That's interesting.
He's giving it a pass. I think I knew Christian would be irate.
It's because I knew they would do this.
As Zoro picked up the safe, I knew Christian's gonna
knew they would do this.
Christian will give us a 5 regardless.
You know why?
Happens.
You know why, Eric? Because it's not Oda's intent. It's just straight agenda. You didn't respect Oda's intent. And that's where I get upset. You didn't respect Oda's intent. You didn't respect it. And I'm upset. But Eric, we'll get to it. We'll get next week.
They're doing that Hollywood shit where a hero actually has to grow into the hero, where that never happened for Luffy. You know, that's why Kobe has an entire arc.
Yeah, why the fuck is Kobe here? It's a waste of time. Yeah. Kobe's a complete waste of time.
Unless I don't know.
And why does Garp have Yeezys on?
What are they gonna?
Can you explain that to me?
The shoes are an issue.
Why does Garp have Yeezys on?
There's a lot of issues with Garp. Kind of wears these weird white
slippers. He wears like boat shoes basically. Like, why is he wearing Yeezys?
Anyway, this is the issue, right? What are they gonna do in season 2 with Garp and Helmeppo?
Fuck them.
And Kobe.
Fuck them.
They'll be around.
The actual training arc where they
that's
punch
where it
it.
ends.
Yeah.
Garp's like, want to beat your ass to train you.
Does Garp get fun?
Yeah.
He's doing all this fucking...
He gets a hype scene in after Arlong.
Eric, he's doing all this bullshit.
When he does like hockey shit.
Of course.
Like dodges Luffy's punches and beats his ass.
But Eric, Garp's doing this fucking Chinese checkers nonsense.
I mean, they play that game.
I mean, yeah, but it's not a sequence.
You see him eating like 9 steaks.
I did. But Eric, this man... Why is he Scottish? There's many questions.
I'm not sure Garp would call Mihawk to do things.
He's a wall. I mean...
that doesn't seem like Garp style.
No, he would do it himself.
They kind of stuck to... whatever.
But anyway.
I understand that, and there's some decent fan service when like Garp and Zeph talk to each other.
Yeah.
But
3. I might be wrong, but doesn't the Gorosei have the highest priority when it comes to controlling shit? Why doesn't Dredd just walk and control the pacifists instead of having to rely on Kizaru to beat Sentomaru? It's easy because he's weak and he can't fight. and will get destroyed.
Also, they have to get into the dome, and
Kizaru's made of light.
Kizaru's the only one who can get to the dome.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Number 4, Lucci and CP0 to continue to be shit, and everyone on Egghead has single-digit IQ. Now, Harveston, you have to apologize to us, because you said Lucci would be a friend. He's not. Alright, you have to take the L on that one, and you have to accept it.
Big L.
Yeah.
Is that all he's gonna say?
And 5, what will be the Onco's fanboys' excuse if this is a repeat of Shibot? It's not.
It won't be.
It won't be.
I can't believe people think Luffy's gonna lose.
Why are we gonna repeat the same plot?
But they think that
and go into another 2-year time skip?
They think that.
Why would we do that?
Every fight, Luffy's gonna lose.
When this arc is clearly about Luffy being an emperor and getting that emperor respect.
Right.
That's what this arc's clearly about.
See, fucking Rob Gooch be like, now that Kizaru is here, me and him will take all you out.
Rob Gooch.
Rob, shut up, man.
He doesn't respect the fucking Jesus.
He's such a bub.
He's salty, he's mad, he's upset.
No, he
thought his 2-year time skip training awakening would be enough to take out the monkey Jesus. No. It wasn't. It's far from enough.
Not even close.
Can he take out his right hand man?
Is he still rattled by the Dawn Pistol?
He might be, Eric. But he's got that zone regen. Right?
But he might be thinking about it, Christian. He might be in his mind like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's definitely salty as fuck.
Right.
Alright. And that's the chapter and that's the episode, Eric.
Also, Rob Lucci damaged. So
if we're not doing this. He's awakened Zoan. It's been a complete night. It's been like 8 hours.
These are the bandages.
At minimum 8 hours.
Alright.
Minimum. We're not doing this. Alright?
Luffy eating meat.
Of course, everyone's eating. So there you go. That's the episode. Episode 300 in the bag.
We're gonna talk about hopefully Christian's finished live action.
I will finish the live action by next week. We're obviously not gonna do every single gripe and complaint because we'll go for 10 hours.
Christian will.
I'm just gonna make my points about the characters. We can talk, Eric. One thing I don't like is what's with this weird close-up. Fucked background effect. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
What, with the like, weird fisheye
weird
thing
fisheye, blurry.
They changed directors over 2 episodes.
It's weird, man. It's weird. What the fuck is that?
This director's weird. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, okay.
Steel Village has the same director.
Yeah.
And there's this weird close-up...
Fisheye perspective fucked. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. Yeah.
Where like the camera tilts and there's motion blur on. It's weird. It's a choice.
Also, shout out Yasop because he's fucking cool.
Right. Rip Benny.
We'll talk about it. We'll fucking talk about it.
Shags is the strongest, Shags is the Go King.
Good night.
Fucking big man.
Oh my god.